back in action after a long time, probably a good month, but we got to do at least one of these every month for the pay-per-view.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Always got to get together for it. There's a lot to talk about.
At first,
Sort
I
of.
thought maybe we should miss this card, but as it's gotten closer, I think that it looks not even that bad, you know, especially the last three. But we got to start somewhere.
It's on the weaker side, but honestly, like after looking at up and down, it's not the worst card I've ever seen. On to the beginning of this card. Marc-Andre Barriault, Power Bar versus your boy Eric Anders.
Your boy
Barriault, he's 3-2 in his last 5. He's alternating wins and losses. He's got wins on Abu Azaitar, Jordan Wright, and Julian Marquez. He's a solid finisher. He got 10 KOs and 15 wins, but he tends not to be favored on the scorecards, and 4 of his 6 losses were decision L's. So I think he's going to be looking for a finish here.
4 of his 6 losses are by decision. Okay, so he's not. Has he ever been finished? Once?
Yeah. I think I saw a highlight of his last fight. He finished Julian Marquez, but I don't really know too much about him for real.
I mean, Julian Marquez is okay. You know, like he's most notably for me, I know him to losing to RoboCop and talking about Miley Cyrus. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I know. Julian Marquez. He's from Kansas City. I know that. Well, to be completely honest with you, I don't have a whole lot to add to this because, like I said, don't even know who Barriault is. But I do know Eric Anders got the best name in MMA.
Oh, I fucking love his nickname. Your boy. He's got wins on Gerald Mearshart, Darren Stewart, and Kyle Dawkins. And he's coming off a TKO win, so another big win for him could get his momentum going again. He's 36, so he's probably on the latter half of his career. So, but he could have a good resurgence. So there's been a lot of guys in his position that have like been down before, like they gotten older, and people think they don't got it anymore. They get a couple wins, they keep it going.
This is true. However, I don't see it. I think
I don't see, but in this case, I don't think I see it for Eric Anders. I'm just trying to be optimistic for him, but shit.
I feel like Eric is just one of those guys who it's a coin flip on what you're gonna get. Like he could be just a motherfucker of all motherfuckers when he walks out there and demolishes old boy in 45 seconds, and then sometimes he just gets beat up for no reason, and I don't understand.
Yeah,
I think I'll just go with Barriault boy, just because we in Canada, he's Canadian.
If I had to pick the coin flip, give me Barriault.
Canada, let's go.
Yeah, definitely.
V-City.
Go for Mr. Canada. Next fight, 50K. Dan Ige versus Nate the Train Landwehr.
Nate the Train, boy. I like both of these guys, to be honest.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the sleeper fight of the night. Dan Ige is very exciting, man. Like even though he's 2-3 in his last fight, he dropped 3 of his 3 straight decisions before he crucified Damon Jackson.
Oh my god, yeah. There was like who did he I feel like he KO'd someone right before Damon Jackson as well. Or maybe I was just thinking that before he was
Gavin Tucker.
Okay, that was the one. Was that the one DC was like, this man's about to have a baby?
My goodness. Yeah.
Good God. Nah, 50K always be showing up to fight, and so does Nate the Train. And Nate the Train's energy is I'm all in, bro. I hope he wins. Like
oh, I like Nate too. Like he's pretty good too. He's showing he's a talented fighter, and he's a great personality. 4-1 in his last 5. He's got wins on David Onama, Ludovic Klein, and Darren Elkins. So solid wins. Yeah, he is a white guy that radiates black energy.
Oh, nigga, he not only is he invited to the cookout, this nigga is hosting the cookout.
Oh, I fucking love this guy, bro.
That's the difference between main JV and varsity, baby. I'm varsity in the UFC. Hey, I got a highlight reel like Evil Knievel. I got swagger like Elvis Presley, and I'll be damned if I ain't handsome.
But I think it's gonna be a tough fight for him. Dan Ige's no joke. Dan Ige had a big win streak. He went on a 6-fight win streak from like 2018 to 2020, but he dropped a fight against Calvin Kattar. He kind of lost his momentum a bit, and then ended up going on a streak of losses. Featherweight's a tough division, man.
Yeah, it's I was about to say it's
full
just
of killers.
A murderous row of people. So losses in featherweight, while they still count, I feel like hold less weight once you're up there in that top 15, because that's about where they're both fighting now. And like, dude, like Mosvar is like ranked 10 or some shit. Like,
yeah.
So
and that guy's undefeated. Like,
yeah.
Dude.
So I mean, fighting in this division is crazy enough as it is. So to even break that top 15, you got my respect. And see, Nate is not like it's weird because like I swear in that David Onama fight, like he went to sleep. Like he got put to sleep and just woke back up when he hit the ground and somehow just kept fucking going. Cause he must got that Nate Diaz gene in him or something to where like, you gotta literally kill the man.
Yeah, Nate's a dog, bro.
This is a purely pick from the heart, but yeah, I'm going Nate the Train.
You going Nate the Train?
I'm going Nate the Train, bro.
I do fuck with Nate the Train. I didn't even go lie, but I think Dan Ige got it. So I'll pick opposite of you.
That's a smart pick, but hey, I'm here for the shits and giggles.
On to the next one. Proper Mike Malott versus Adam Fugitt.
Fugitt. All right, Mike Malott. Again, another person I haven't heard of until today. I usually I'm way deep into this shit, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the Canada card bringing out people I ain't never seen. But the man's 9-1-1. That's pretty good, and he's Canadian.
He's
so
9-1-1 on a 5-fight win streak.
Wasn't it like the first or his last 4 fights were all first round finishes?
I believe so.
That's a good stat to have in that welterweight division.
He got a 39-second submission finish on Contender Series, and he slept Mickey Gall.
So he's submitting and striking. That's dangerous.
Yeah. So yeah, a guy like Mike, if he gets another big win on a pay-per-view card, he could sniff the top 15.
I don't have a whole lot of stake in this. I've seen Adam Fugitt fight, I think, 1 time.
Adam Fugitt's also 4-1 in his last 5. He got 8 finishes in his 9 wins, and he's sitting around this. I think he's sitting around the same spot as Mike Malott. So if he gets a win too, it could propel him forward. Maybe could sniff that top 15, top 20 spot, and he could get like one more fight after this. Then he gets a ranked fight, or he's getting the ranked fight just after this.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're now. Granted, old boy's Canadian and it's in Canada, so that is a big reason probably why he's on the main card. But also, like, it seems to be they're putting him in a showcase position. That's usually what they use these like mid card, main card, fucking showcase fights, you know, kind of to show off new prospects or someone who might be a contender. I think Mike got it. Hometown.
I think Mike Malott. Yeah, I think proper Mike got it. All right, I think this is gonna be everybody's favorite fight of the night. Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush. I like Charles a lot. I think he's went on a crazy win streak, and he had a fucking resurgence of his career on the latter half of his career. And he's an entertainer. He's the most prolific finisher in the history of sport. But this is gonna be a tough fight for him. I'm not gonna lie. Beneil Dariush is no joke. He's on an 8-fight win streak himself. It might be a matchup check.
Yeah, man, I'm with you on that. It's hard to call this fight. I don't know, man. Charles looked fucking great in his last few fights, but I mean, he always was in a position of vulnerability though at some point in those fights, regardless of who he was fighting.
Yeah, he gets the job done, but like he's always putting himself in the fire at all times, and he's always at risk of getting finished. Sometimes, like a lot of the time, he did.
And in a lot of those scenarios, it was his ability to put people to sleep from chokes at any given time is why people were so reluctant to go down to the ground after they hurt him. But Beneil's jiu-jitsu is almost
Beneil's not going for that shit.
Yeah. It may be like good, if not better. You know, you don't know.
Like you could scare Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje. Beneil's not going for that.
Nah, bro.
He'll go straight to the ground with you.
Yeah, Beneil might want to take it to the ground, if anything.
Exactly.
This is tough for Charles, man. And I think that Charles is the more aggressive striker and has more power, I would say, in his punches. But I think Beneil's the more precise striker. And that could be bad for Charles, considering he does get hit and goes down. And that might be what Beneil wants. And Beneil's riding a fucking streak, man. Charles was too, but like the man Beneil ain't lost in like 5-6 years.
Yeah, for real. 8-fight win streak for him. And I understand Charles was on an 11-fight win streak, but he just dropped his last fight. Granted, it was that fucking Islam Makhachev. If Charles Oliveira drops this fight, now it's gonna be a situation. It's like, all right, where does Charles go from here? Is he gonna be going back on his way up to the title shot if he gets a dub, or is his career coming to a close if he loses this? Is this Charles' last hurrah? He's been in the game a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Charles had a late career resurgence, so the likelihood of it happening another time, you know, at this point, he's only 33. To be fair, he's younger than Beneil.
He still got some years on him,
but he's got the miles on him though. It's not about
he started young.
I think the Oliveira, see what I did there, is over.
The Oliveira,
as far as his championship reign goes, is just too many fucking killers at lightweight. And to be fair, this is what he's saying. He's saying they doubted me before and I became a champion for sure. And there's, of course, he could win this fight. It's Charles Oliveira. I just don't know. I mean, this is a really tough matchup to try and win, you know, after taking that L.
You go up against a guy like Dariush. Dariush is tough, and a lot of people don't want to give Dariush his respect because he's not like the flashiest personality. He's just a guy that comes in and gets the job done.
I will say, like, Beneil Dariush could not sell like fucking fire to the devil, bro. Like he is so boring. And he says all the wrong shit, dude. He'll like, I'll fight 10 more times before I get a title shot. I don't care. And then the motherfuckers at the press conference are like, but Neil, a lot of people are saying this is the people's main event. How do you feel about that? He said, oh no, of course not. I'm honored to be on a card with Amanda. Oh, she's sure, dude, whatever. But nigga, promote yourself, dude. Like no one is talking about Amanda right now. Do you want a title shot or not, bro?
I think he's the type of guy that just lets his fighting do the talking. And clearly it's working. He's gotten to this spot. If he gets a win on Oliveira, he's a shoo-in for the next title.
Yeah, it's working, I guess. But dude, he could have fucking just have a little bit of Riz and had been a fucking champion 6 fights ago.
A little bit of Riz.
I'm just saying, dude. Like, what are we doing, Benil? Like, you shouldn't have to fight this. Like, Arnold Allen's the same way. I love Arnold Allen. He's an amazing fighter. Talk some shit, just a smidge, bro.
Official picks. I think I'm gonna go Dariush on this one, bro.
I think so too. I think this should be his coming out fight, and hopefully he capitalizes on it. Like, if he goes out there and starches Charles, talk your fucking shit, Benil, please.
And on to our main event. The Lioness, Amanda Nunes versus the Pride of Mexico, Irene Aldana. What is there to say about Amanda Nunes though? You already know what she does. She got 8 title defenses. She literally beat Valentina Shevchenko, Miesha Tate, Ronda Rousey, Raquel Pennington, Chris Cyborg, Holly Holm, Jermaine Durandamy, all consecutively dominating.
Every woman who has touched that UFC gold, she smashed.
All of them. All of them. Like, she has smashed everybody. There's nothing left for her to prove.
You know what? She let Juliana become a champion just so she could beat another champion.
Just to say she beat another champion on the resume. It's like, no, her resume is second to none. Despite all her accomplishments, does she give a fuck anymore?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get into. I think if the Amanda Nunes that we know and love shows up, the Amanda Nunes that showed up in that last Pena fight or versus Megan Anderson shows up, she's gonna win. She will win.
Of course.
But I just like you said, I don't know if she gives a fuck anymore, and she's not surrounded by other fighters really. She does her solitary training, kind of like Colby Covington does now, but she's not an American top team. She has her daughter who's growing up, you know, Nina Nunes, her wife, retired as well already. And in that last Pena fight, not the last one, but the first one where she lost, I think that was like reminiscent of like how I'm feeling her to feel now. Now it could be different because she has a Reina Aldana and it's a new matchup and she could be like sparked up by this challenge, who knows. But I just feel like she doesn't care as much because what the fuck is there left for her to do? Like you said, she's never going to defend the featherweight belt again. No one's even
there's no women's featherweight division anyway. Like she's got a belt to a division that doesn't exist.
Exactly. There's no fighters. So what's the point of even having that belt?
I don't know.
I have like what I would say is a bold prediction, but to me, I don't think it's that much of a bold prediction based on what I was saying. It shows Amanda's a minus 320 favorite, but I just feel like she's gonna lose. Like, and not to say like, oh, Irene Aldana's got to be the one to do it. It's just the motivation thing. But I think Aldana is more of a crisper striker. Amanda clearly has the power advantage. She hits like a fucking man. Yeah, I think Irene is she's taller. She says 5'9". She looked like she was like 3 inches taller than Amanda at the fucking face-offs, but I don't know. Like, builds. Yeah, I think she's got the tools to be able to beat Amanda. I'm not sure. It says her takedown average is fucking 0.2, so I haven't seen her fight too many times, but in the ones I have seen her fight, she won most of them. I think I saw her lose to Holly Holm.
She got that up kick to the body of Macy Chiazon, whatever.
Yeah, Macy Chiazon. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. The only up kick to the body was crazy. I ain't never
seen kick liver knockout. That is that
was nuts. And she got she hit Ketlin Vieira with the left hook from hell.
And then bullied her on the ground, sent her to the fucking shadow realm, quantum realm.
So yeah, she got some good dubs. She got that Mexican spirit in her, man. Mexicans, they're dogs, bro. They bring the fight. They come to box.
Bro, like you said, there's some dogs, and they on a wave right now, bro. There's 3 Mexican champions.
It could be a 4th.
It could be a 4th. I think the Mexican wave will continue. I think at the end of the day, I'm picking Irene Aldana, and she likes cats, so you got me.
Nunes is hard to pick against. I remember the days where Amanda Nunes would show up and she's like minus 1,200. We've came a long way.
Well, we've seen her lose, you know. At first, we thought she was
dropped one to Juliana Pena.
Yeah, at first we thought she was like in this realm of like invincibility for a while, because some fighters just hit that state, and like you ain't fucking with him for at least 3 years.
And then they lose, and then it's like, oh wait.
Yeah, it's like oh, you're human. Oh shit.
Yeah, the Pena fight made a lot of people like backtrack. They were like, oh wait a second.
Yeah, they were like, oh,
like
I
that was
forgot.
great. That was truly one of the greatest upsets in the history of the sport.
That was just like the universe putting everything that needed to be in place at the right time, like happening. Cause like Amanda probably was just having her absolute worst day, and Juliana Pena was like having the best day she'll ever have in her life. Cause I personally didn't watch like GSP versus Matt Serra live. I wasn't watching MMA heavy back then, so that was the biggest like shit I ever seen. I was like, what just happened? Maybe Silva and Weidman is, but yeah.
Silva Weidman was crazy too.
This is gonna be a weird one to go back to. We might have to like do a little recap on this one because I'm curious to see how these picks play out because they're not picks that I would pick on a parlay as far as like, oh, I'm trying to get some money. These are picks from my heart.
And sometimes my heart is honestly still saying Amanda Nunes, man. I can't really see her losing.
That's fair.
Even like even her on like a slightly like off day, not like her absolute worst. She don't even have to be at her absolute best to beat Aldana though.
I'm curious to see. I'm excited to see.
Overall, not the worst card in the world, but I'm still excited to watch some fights.
But all right, y'all. If you made it this far, we appreciate it. And of course, you might as well subscribe if you're all the way this deep into the video.
Absolutely. Also, leave a like on the video if you guys want to see more. Leave some comments down below if you want to see us do some other stuff too, like some tier lists of the sort. We're going to be covering other cards as well. Thanks again for watching if you got this far. See you later.
Deuces.